Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Drama Reviews. Today I'm super excited because we're going to talk about two of my favorite C-dramas, Hidden Love and The First Frost. What's really cool is that both of these are adapted from novels by the same author, Zhu Yi. I came across Hidden Love in 2023 while scrolling through Netflix, and honestly, it quickly became one of my most rewatched C-dramas. It's just so lighthearted and fun, with that perfect mix of nostalgia. Honestly, it's the kind of show you go to when you just need something comforting to watch. As for The First Frost, earlier this year, I watched You Are My Hero, starring Bai Jing-ting, which was my first introduction to him. The drama itself was okay, but his performance, loved it. So when I saw he was starring in The First Frost, I was super excited to check it out. Then I started seeing all these posters, stills, and trailers on social media, and they looked so captivating. It felt like perfect timing. In fact, I even mentioned The First Frost as my number one pick in my highly anticipated 2025 Modern C-Dramas video. I'll drop the link in the description if you're curious about the other dramas I'm looking forward to this year. Since I want to keep it nice and short, I'll be splitting this review into two parts. In this video, we'll focus on Hidden Love, and then in the next one, we'll tackle The First Frost, and I'll share my final thoughts. Don't miss out on part 2. Link would be in the description. Hidden Love is such a beautiful coming-of-age story based on the novel with the same title. It touches on all sorts of relatable themes like unrequited love, youth, friendships, family dynamics, and societal expectations. We meet Sang-ji, played by Zhao Lusi, when she's 14 and in middle school. She's in a tough spot, her grades are slipping, and she needs an adult to talk to her teacher. She turns to her older brother, Sang Yang, played by Victor Ma. But of course he refuses to help, so Sang-ji ends up asking her brother's best friend, Duan Jia Shu, played by Chen Zheyuan, who she's meeting for the first time. I loved the sibling banter between Sang-ji and Sang Yan. They had this dynamic going on throughout the drama, even till their adult years. It felt so natural, like it wasn't even scripted. I loved how they brought both comedy and heart to the show. They fought a lot, but it was obvious they cared for each other deeply. Their relationship added so much to the overall vibe of the drama. Jia Shu's in college and 5 years older than her, and at first he doesn't want to help her, but with Sang-ji's persistence, he eventually gives in. Then the show fast forwards to when she is 17, she runs into him again while visiting her brother at university. He then becomes her physics tutor since she's still struggling with her grades. Sang-ji ends up developing a one-sided crush on him, but she keeps it to herself. I totally get why she starts liking him. There are so many moments where he helps her out or takes care of her, but it's never in a creepy way, more like an older brother looking out for his little sister. However, there was a huge backlash from viewers due to the age difference and the fact that she was a minor. The only reason I did not have an issue with it was because at this point in the show, he treats her like a little sister. Their interactions came across as innocent. There were moments where you could see the screenwriter made an effort to really highlight that Jia Shu didn't share the same feelings and he didn't do anything to encourage her. That helped make it easier to watch, knowing he wasn't leading her on in any way. For me, I guess my issue was with the actress who played 14-year-old Sang Ji. She looked really young, almost like a child, so it felt really awkward watching her have a crush on this 19-year-old guy. Honestly, I think they could have casted a younger Zheyuan to make it feel a bit less awkward. Luckily, that was just in the first 2 episodes, so with that aside, I was able to enjoy the drama. Zheyuan heads back to his hometown, Yihai, to start working after graduation. Sang-ji, on hearing that he's got a girlfriend now, decides to fly out to Yihai to see him. Of course, she doesn't tell her parents and ends up getting stranded at the airport. Her brother Song Yang calls Zheyuan to make sure she gets home safe. Song Ji spots Zheyuan at the airport with a woman, and she thinks it's his girlfriend. Heartbroken and feeling completely crushed, she decides to let go of her feelings for him right then and there. It's a pretty tough moment for her. I really loved Sangji's family dynamic. She was surrounded by such a strong support system, which made the whole story feel even more heartwarming. Her relationship with her parents was so open and honest and was refreshing to watch. Although she faced some punishment after she came back from running off. In the moment, they were patient and understanding, choosing to talk to her when she calmed down other than screaming at her. Even in later episodes when Zheyuan's family situation and age came up, they did not force a breakup or judge Zheyuan. Of course, those concerns were pretty valid. Instead, they sat down, listened, and talked through the issues calmly and thoughtfully. 2 years later, they randomly run into each other when Sang-ji gets into Yihai University, and that's when the romance really starts to bloom. This is the part of the show I really get into, though I kind of wish they had met up a little later, like during her graduation year or after, to have given her a little bit of life experience. This is always the point I start from during my rewatches. It's when everything really starts to get good. I love that Sang-ji wasn't your typical damsel in distress. She was strong, ambitious, and fully capable of standing up for herself and the guy she loved. As we saw her defend Zheyuan against his stalker and Sang-yan. Zhao Lusi did such a great job portraying her growth from a teenage high school girl to a confident college student. We got to see her transform from this innocent girl into a beautiful, elegant, and reliable woman. But when it came to her relationship, there were moments where she acted a bit childish, which made it a little unclear what kind of character they were trying to portray for her. The casting was spot on. Zhao Lusi and Chen Zheyuan nailed their roles, and honestly, their chemistry was just off the charts. I think for most of us, we didn't love the drama just for the story. We were completely hooked on this pair. Their scenes felt so natural, you couldn't help but root for them. However, the later episodes did feel a bit rushed compared to the earlier ones. It's like they tried to wrap things up too quickly, and it might have left some viewers feeling a little unsatisfied. But even with that, the chemistry between the leads definitely made up for a lot of it. The OST was another perfect touch. The songs really added to each scene and helped convey the emotions they were trying to get across. My personal favorite is Forever Star. Overall, if I had to rate the drama, I'd give it an 8.5. It was really well done, with a great cast and a fantastic soundtrack. Have you checked out Hidden Love yet? What's your overall take on it?